Hi, Jimmy Toka here with another LED light bulb review for hobbyfanatic.com. Today we're taking a look at the Cree 9.5 watt LED bulb. This is a 60 watt incandescent equivalent. And in March of this year, Home Depot and Cree put out a press release saying they're going to be selling this bulb through the Home Depot stores for around $12.97, just under $13 for this bulb, and a 40 watt version of this bulb for under $10, $9.97. So expect to start seeing these on Home Depot shelves. Now, in my area these weren't available, but I did order them off the Home Depot website, shipped straight to store. It took about 3 weeks to arrive. I think it's just because these are just becoming available. So keep an eye out for these. These are part of an exciting new class of bulbs that are LED 60 watt equivalents with list prices under $20. GE has a bulb out at that price point right around $19. Philips has one now about $15 that's currently being sold through Home Depot, and this is the Cree offering. Now, the exciting thing about these bulbs is the Cree is not only the least expensive in the group, it's also the best. So let's go take a look at it. Okay, here's our Cree bulb. Now, the specs on this bulb are, it's a 2700 Kelvin bulb, so nice and warm, 800 lumens, nice and bright, 9.5 watts. My watt meter is showing 7-8 watts, so that's about right. At low levels, at low power levels, these watt meters are not super accurate. So 9.5 watts is probably a pretty good average for these bulbs. Now, as far as the build quality on this bulb, it's a really interesting bulb because it probably has the smallest heat sink of any LED bulb on the market right now, and it has a large glass globe, and it's real glass with a rubber coating. It gives the bulb a really solid feel. It really looks and feels a lot like a regular incandescent bulb. High quality, I would say. Now, let's compare it to some other bulbs. This is an InVision compact fluorescent 14 watt. It's a nice warm bulb for compact fluorescence, so it's a pretty good comparison. Okay. All right. Here is the GE LED, which is one of those other bulbs that's in that sub $20 price range. I've got a review of this one up on hobbyfanatic.com, so you can go out there and check that out in more detail. Pretty comparable. Cree is maybe a little bit warmer. Brightness maybe about the same. Okay. Here is Philips offering in the same price point. This is a just under $15 for the Philips. All right, give it a little comparison there. Now, this is the Philips Ambient LED. This is using the remote phosphor technology. It's an older bulb. It's above that $20 price point, but a very good bulb, good one for comparison. I got to say, the Cree and also this bulb do a little bit better at casting light down below the bulb. The Cree has moved their LEDs up into the globe. The GE and the other Philips here are using surface mount right on the heat sink, so they don't do quite as good a job casting light down here. That may be important for you if you have these installed in something like a reading lamp. Then the Cree or the Philips Ambient would be a good choice. And finally, this is a Sylvania 60 watt incandescent. Okay, you can compare. The incandescent's just a hair warmer. But even in incandescence, there is some variation in color and temperature and that sort of thing. All right. Now, we're going to do something a little bit new for hobbyfanatic.com. I actually have a light meter, and we're going to take a look at these bulbs. Now, the ambient light in this room is 2 lux, and I have another review coming up, another video coming up, talking about how bulbs are measured in terms of getting from lux to lumens and that sort of thing. So we're going to do a straight lux measurement from 3 different angles on these bulbs today, straight out to the side, above, and then down at 45 degrees. Okay, and really what you're going to get is just sort of some comparative numbers here today in terms of, as opposed to like an absolute brightness level from each of these bulbs. All right, so let's take a look at this bulb with the Cree first. Oh, by the way, I have a little rod on here that gets the sensor exactly 1 foot away from the center of the bulb. That way I can get consistent measurements on everything. Okay. All right, on the Cree here, I've got 960 out to the side, 530 from above, and down here 630 from down below. Okay? All right, let's take a quick look at the Philips. Excuse me, this is the GE. 660. 680. And 230. Okay, so you can really see it falls off a little bit more when you get from that lower angle. Uh-oh, here's the other Philips. Okay, now, this problem with this bulb here is that I've got it on a dimmer. And even though I have it at full power, this bulb is not dimmer compatible, so sometimes it doesn't play nice if it's on there by itself. There it goes. Okay. Directly from the side, 810 from above, 1700, it's a really big difference, and down from below, 175. Okay. Here's the other Philips bulb, 940, 870, 670. Okay, and finally the incandescent, 750, 550, and 600. Okay? Alright, and lastly, let's take a look at the dimming capabilities on this bulbs. Like I said, I've got them on a dimmer. This is an LED compact fluorescent compatible dimmer. Let's go ahead and bring on the GE and the incandescent, and we'll bring on the other Philips bulb here too, just for comparison. Okay, this is full power. This is about half power, and then all the way down to full dim. Okay, I seem to get better video if I kind of do this quickly because it doesn't give the camera quite as much time to adjust the sensitivity and the white balance and that sort of thing. So you can kind of see the full range here. Just sweep it up and down. All right. I'm going to say the Cree, like most LED bulbs, don't have quite as wide a dimmable range as an incandescent, but it's still pretty good, pretty linear, and very usable. Okay, there it is. There's the Cree bulb. It's a really nice bulb. Keep an eye out for it at Home Depot. All right, thanks for watching, Hobby Fanatic fans.